Welcome back to my channel. Today I had the thought of why does a narcissist keep doing that? And I know a lot of other people may be thinking the same thing, dealing with these very consistent, very persistent types of, personality disordered individuals. And sometimes we can sit back and wonder why. Why are they doing what they do? It's hard for us to understand it because we have a conscience, we experience remorse, and we have empathy. And a lot of times when we're dealing with them, we are trying to manufacture in them something that does not exist. So imagine someone that doesn't have remorse or anything inside of them that says, wait a minute, you're doing too much. Imagine if you were like that. Think about it. There is no limit to what you could do because there is no conscience inside of you that is saying, wait, you're hurting this person, or wait, you shouldn't do that. It's morally wrong. I think about the verse in the Bible that says that there are people whose conscience has been seared with an iron. And when you think about that, it's so accurate. When it comes to these types of individuals, they cannot help but to do that. I talk a lot about pathology. I know some of you may be so tired of hearing that word, but I want to get it embedded into your mind. It's because of the pathology that they can't not do it. So you see how we are able to live our everyday lives, just with consideration for other people and the feelings that other people may have. So when we say things, we're making sure that we're assertive, we're direct, but we're making sure that we're speaking the truth, but we are making sure that we have some type of love in our language so that we're not hurting other people's feelings. These individuals don't have that. They don't have that internal censor. It's not there. So why do they keep doing that? Because they cannot help themselves. This is a part of what they do. It just goes to show you their maladaptive trait. I don't know another way to put it. This is the maladaptive part of them where they cannot change. And not only that, but they don't learn from their mistakes. Have you ever had a narcissist in your life where they got in trouble for something, or there was a major consequence in their life, whether at work or in life in general, for maybe stealing from someone or committing fraud, or in relationships where they may have cheated, there was a divorce, or there was a breakup. And this person, if you talk to them, they were maybe cried real tears, or they seemed really genuine when they were saying sorry. But then a week later, they did it again. That's not a mistake. It is a part of who they are. They cannot help but to do it. Some of them are more aware, but some are not so aware. They're just acting instinctively as a part of their disorder, their personality disorder. And when you think about a personality disorder, so we have times, so think about your own personality. You have times where you may be maybe sadder. You may have times where you're a little angry. You may have times where you're just like overjoyed. You may have times where you're depressed. But in my opinion, your personality is where you bounce back to. It's your baseline. It's your baseline personality that you bounce back to. It's your baseline way of living. This is just who you are. So you may have those times of extremities where you go maybe up a little bit, you go down, but then you go back right here, middle, balance. This is who you are right here in the middle. We will always bounce back to the place of our personality, if that makes sense. So when you're dealing with this type of personality disordered individual, in that moment, they may cognitively know that they did wrong. They may apologize because they know that according to society, what I did was wrong. And for a week, they may be completely normal. The way we look at normal. But after that, they are going back to their baseline. Period. There's no going back around it. So some of you are like, man, they said they were sorry. They said they wouldn't do it again. And I don't understand, why are they doing this? And maybe it's me. Am I overreacting? Am I catastrophizing at this point? No, you're not. You're not catastrophizing. You're dealing with someone who can't. They cannot not do it. This is who they are. This is exactly who they are. So when you see a consistent behavioral pattern within an individual, a consistent way of thinking, a consistent way of emoting, a consistent way of just behaving in general, when you see that, this is who they are. This is pathology. That's pathology. So when you look at a normal individual and they're reasoning in a healthy way, they're expressing their emotions in a healthy way, they're behaving in a healthy way, they're reasoning in a healthy way, this is a part of their pathology. They have a pretty normal functioning pathology, and no one's perfect. So we have some ideas that our perspective can use some help. But in general, they have a well-balanced mind. When you're dealing with a personality disordered individual, that is not there. Their reasoning is messed up. Their way of expressing their emotions are messed up. So if you do something to them that hurts them, you could just show up to work one day and you have a smile on your face, and inside they're mad. I've literally had in the past a coworker that gave me the narcissistic stare because I was laughing. And mind you, I'm inside of the conference room cracking up because someone told something that was like extremely funny. And this person is outside the conference room. So while I'm laughing, I happened to glimpse at this individual, and she was staring at me in a way that you can sense, like, wow, like, what is that for? But I've already peeped game because I'm very aware of this type of personality disorder. This is my field. This is what I went to school to study for. This is what I train for. So when things are just not normal to me, I peep that. And so from just knowing her and doing work with her and being on the same team as her, I've noticed that, hey, there's a few patterns here that are really questionable. They cannot help but to do it, guys. And there is no other justification except that this is a part of who they are. So if I'm laughing, you as a personality disordered individual, you're thinking in your mind how you can get me back because I'm too confident. I'm too happy. You see, these individuals cannot, I've even had one say, because I bought something, we were doing like an exchange or Christmas exchange, and I bought something for someone that said, be happy, something like that. And this person's like, who's happy in here? So they can cognitively, they can understand happiness, and they can even have it for a little while. They express something that they, want, they fought to get, but just someone who's just consistently, this is their personality, they're a pretty happy person, they can't understand that. So cognitively they can understand it, but in their mind, they're like, why are you happy? How can you be happy? How can your happiness come from inside of yourself? Why don't you need to hurt someone to feel happy? This is who they are. The jealous nature of them. The fact that if you slight them a little bit, even if you don't know it, that they have to get you back. The fact that they have to do little things to get a reaction and see how you will react. That they have to reject you to get you to chase and to feel good about the fact that you are chasing them. They have to hurt you by maybe staring at another female or staring at another guy or cheating on you to get a response, because they don't experience emotions the way we do. So they have to hurt. And in this sadistic nature of who they are, they feel good when they hurt people. And this excites them like nothing else. This is why I bring stories to you guys of these type of individuals and their victims as well. because I need you guys to see it in story form so that it validates you that you're not the only one who went through this or is going through this currently. So why do they do what they do? Because this is who they are. And many times we drive ourselves crazy trying to manufacture remorse in someone that it doesn't exist in. How can we make something happen that doesn't have the components necessary to make it happen? So it behooves us that if we are dealing with this type of individual, that we make a plan, an exit strategy. If we're at work, low contact, document everything. So why do they do what they do? It's who they are. This is who they are. They have a personality disorder. Just wanted to come out and just say that because I know a lot of people wonder and they drive themselves crazy thinking it's them and they're frustrated. This is who they are, guys. Until next time, take care of yourselves.